I talked about the war between Canada and the United States, and now I'm going to talk about the Dominion of Canada. The Dominion of Canada was founded after the British North America Act was declared through Canadian Confederation. There are reasons why the Dominion of Canada was founded, and one of the reasons is the United States. The United States is one of the strongest countries, both economical and militarily. But also culturally, the dollar that we use and standardized currency is from the United States. Dominion of Canada was founded because the United Kingdom didn't want to lose any more land to the United States. Politically, people living in Canada had conservative perspective, which means they supported the royal family. The United States has a president, but Canada has a prime minister. It shows how these two countries have different systems, even though we are speaking the same languages. Anyway, another reason why that Dominion of Canada was founded is because the United States had war with Mexico in 1846 until 1848. This war is important in the United States history because the United States got California, Nevada, Utah, most of Arizona and New Mexico, half of Colorado, and some Wyoming states, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. The Gadsden Purchase happened in 1853. Look at the map as a reference picture. That area was traded for $10 million. But how much was the price that the United States had to pay for the states they won in the war? They were only $15 million. I mean, since Canada could be worried because of what happened to Mexico. However, was the threat from the United States gone after the Dominion of Canada? Surprisingly, after 120 years from the war in 1812, the United States made a document regarding the War Plan Red, and the United States government supported $57 million for the plan in 1935. However, this secret plan was leaked and made the United Kingdom assist Canada more. If this happened, the Second World War could begin from North America. However, like I always say, there is no if in history. Canada was slowly independent from the United Kingdom. After the Balfour Declaration in 1927, Canada had a power to express diplomatic powers. Autonomous communities within the British Empire, equal in status, in no way subordinate one to another in any aspect of their domestic or external affairs, though united by a common allegiance to the Crown, and freely associated as members of the British Commonwealth of Nations was what the Balfour Declaration about. Canadian soldiers in the First and Second World War showed how powerful they were. Especially in the First World War, Canadian soldiers joined the war as British soldiers, but instead of calling themselves from Ontario or Manitoba soldiers, they called themselves as Canadian soldiers, and that's one of the reasons why Canadian decided to be independent from the United Kingdom. The Battle of Vimy Ridge made Canadian soldiers feel Canada as one nation. Robert Borden in 1919 stated regarding the damages that Canadian soldiers received and wanted Canada to become a country. Dominion of Canada was founded in 1868, but admitted as a fully independent country a bit later. The Canada Act was announced in 1982, and the Canadian maple leaf flag was selected in 1965. History repeats, and now the United States wants Canada to be 51st states. As a Canadian citizen, I believe Canada has Canada's history, which means Canada has Canada's future and identity. Here is a counter-proposal making the United States as the 60th province Dominion of Canada. It's been more than 250 years since the United States declared independence, and for 250 years, there are reasons why Canada and the United States went their separate ways. The only way to keep the peace in the country is avoiding the unnecessary war. The war happened in 1812 is known as the Forgotten War. Canada and the United States are close to each other, but at the same time, they are not. Canada will never be the 51st state of the United States. I mean, one thing I don't understand is wearing shoes in the house. When I see people wearing shoes in the house, it is absolutely shocking. I do see the States right in front of me having fries under the bridge. I love the scenery of the border, but I didn't cross the bridge for a while. I love Canada, and love Canada means love the people, culture, and history. Canada is my home where I live. Therefore, if you are a Canadian citizen, or willing to be a citizen, follow rules, respect the community, and respect the culture of Canada.